Okay, take three. I'm a little bitchy this evening, so I'm trying to tone it down so people just watch this video. See, I'm much calmer now. I can feel it. I can sense it in my voice. I can feel it in my skin. It's calm, cool, collected. I was watching something, this is a number of months ago, about marketing to children. And they were talking about using different characters that the child relates with as part of marketing. I see this all the time. Right? SpongeBob on the Kraft macaroni and cheese, or the Flintstones on the Flintstones cereal, or whatever the case may be. Or the Power Rangers on the backpack, or the Power Rangers on the lunchbox, or the Power Rangers on the sneakers, right? They say the reason that works is because the child is thrust forth into this wild, crazy, nebulous world, nebulous existence, and they identify immediately with anything that gives them comfort, whether it's the comfort of the Care Bears, because that's what their mother wraps them up in, a little blanket of Care Bears. Or they feel empowered when they see the Ninja Turtles on TV on Saturday morning as they eat their Cheerios. But what I find absolutely ironic is how these psychologists refer to the psychology of children as something distinct from the psychology of adults. Adult psychology, it seems to me anyway, is just a complicated form of what we get with childhood. Just more complicated. Same basis though. Imagine a child that has an understanding and appreciation for the Power Rangers. There's a good chance the child identifies with the Power Rangers somehow. Maybe he fantasizes about being a Power Ranger one day, or helping the Power Rangers one day, or being helped by the Power Rangers one day when things go shitty for him. He might have a backpack and a lunchbox and a pair of shoes, all with the images of the different Power Rangers. He might have toys and video games. He might dress up as a Power Ranger during Halloween. Now consider the significant resistance one would have if someone tried to deprive this child of all things Power Ranger. Deprive him, make him wear normal shoes, make him wear a normal backpack, make him, play video games that aren't in any reference to any TV character. Don't let him watch the videos or watch the DVD. Don't buy him the DVDs. Don't let him watch it on TV. Grant me that there would be significant resistance, and we can sort of just tuck this away, and as a sort of, this is child psychology. And the way marketers take advantage of that is what? Well, they take what this child worldview and they stick it onto the thing that they want to sell someone, knowing that the child isn't going to buy the thing, but the child is going to nag the parent into buying it. Never mind. I don't care what you have to say about whether or not that's moral or right or wrong or whatever. You're welcome to discuss it in the comments. I'm not interested in that subject. I think it's all fine. But my point is this. When we get older, it's not much different. It really isn't. The worldview that you and I talk about in this philosophy context is really no different than just saying I have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack. It really isn't. Why? Because a worldview, regardless of whether or not you think the world operates on absolutes, your worldview operates as your absolute. It operates as your Care Bear blanket. It operates as the thing that gives you stability in this bizarre existence. Of course, when we get older, we just get more sinister with it, I guess. So we get more clever. We just we make lies. We make bigger lies, I should say. We call it philosophy. I'm a philosopher. I believe in this and that and this other thing. And my philosophy is to defend my worldview. I wonder how many of you think that's what philosophy actually is. I guess it's a whole hell of a lot of you, from what I see in comments regularly, video responses from time to time. The truth is, that's not philosophy. Being open-minded is not just thinking of your worldview as a bucket that's only like 3/4 of the way full, and so long as someone has something else to add to your bucket that's similar to what's already in there, you can call yourself open-minded. Because it's not completely full yet, right? It's not full. I'm open. No, you're not. Open-mindedness, real open-mindedness, that's required for real philosophy is the ability to commit to the absolute belief that you are wrong while considering another person's argument. How often do you do that? Especially, say, religious folk out there. Say you're Christian. How many times have you denied Christ just so you could consider an atheist's argument genuinely? And don't think atheists are off the hook here. How many times have you committed to the idea that Christ is the savior of all humanity before you engaged in trying to debunk someone else's belief about whatever Christian argument, theological argument might have been? Trick, you all know Trick. Comments a lot on a lot of different videos. He said he was impressed that I was able to change my mind about morality in reference to this exchange I had with Gary. And the reason it's bizarre for Trick to see that, as it would be bizarre, I imagine, for anyone to see it, is because so few people actually are doing philosophy here. They're just living out a childhood fantasy. It's no longer Power Rangers. It's no longer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it is some ambiguous concept of how the world works that needs to be ambiguous just so you can make a square peg fit into a round hole because your peg is made of sponge. And that's what we do in adult life. That's what we did as a child. That's what we do in adult life. The only way out of it is to align yourself not with an idea, certainly not a dogma, but not even in a position, not even, oh, what's your position on? No. Align yourself with logic first. Follow the logic and let the labels chase after you. That's the life of a philosopher. The rest is just ideology. You're an ideologue, not a philosopher. You're an ideologue. Look it up. You can do better, I guess. That's why I'm ranting. I wouldn't be ranting to you if I truly thought you couldn't change, you couldn't improve. I don't argue to rocks. Why do you always fall down hills? You can do better than that, my son. No, fucking fall down hills or a rock. You're not a rock. I'm asking you to acknowledge the highest capacity that you have as a human being and to align yourself with that before anything else. I'll be there if you make that decision.